Have you ever wondered what happens when we die? Is there a bright light at the end of a tunnel? Do we see our loved ones? For centuries, these questions have been at the heart of human curiosity, debated by philosophers, theologians, and scientists alike. But what if some people have already been there and come back to tell the tale? Imagine seeing your entire life flash before your eyes, every memory, every emotion, replayed in an instant, or meeting someone you thought was gone forever. A beloved family member or a long-lost friend, waiting for you in a place filled with peace and unconditional love. This isn't a scene from a movie. For millions of people around the world, this is a real and profound experience known as a near-death experience, or NDE. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious phenomena of human consciousness. We'll explore the first-hand accounts of those who have clinically died and returned, examine what science has to say about these incredible journeys, and uncover the common threads that weave through these extraordinary stories. From tunnels of light to encounters with beings of pure love, what people see when they face death is nothing short of astonishing. So, stay with us as we journey to the edge of life and back. First, let's define what a near-death experience actually is. An NDE is a profound personal experience that some people report after being close to death or in a situation where death is imminent. These aren't just dreams or hallucinations. They happen when a person is clinically dead, meaning their heart has stopped beating and they are not breathing, or during a severe medical crisis like a heart attack, a traumatic accident, or even during surgery. One of the most famous and widely cited elements of NDEs is the tunnel of light. Countless individuals describe traveling through a dark space or tunnel, drawn toward a brilliant, warm, and loving light at the other end. This light is often described not as a harsh, blinding glare, but as something incredibly comforting and welcoming. Many say this light exudes a sense of pure, unconditional love that's beyond any earthly comparison. It feels like coming home. Another common theme is the out-of-body experience. People often report floating above their own physical bodies, able to see and hear everything happening around them with perfect clarity. They might watch doctors and nurses working frantically to save them, or see family members grieving in a nearby waiting room. What's truly remarkable is that they often recall specific details, conversations, the color of a nurse's scrubs, or the placement of medical equipment that they couldn't possibly have known from their physical vantage point. Later, when these details are confirmed, it presents a compelling puzzle for science. How can consciousness perceive its surroundings when the brain shows no signs of activity? Perhaps one of the most emotionally powerful aspects of NDEs is the reunion with deceased loved ones. Many report being greeted by relatives and friends who have already passed away. These aren't ghostly apparitions. They appear vibrant, healthy, and happy. These encounters are filled with love and reassurance, often conveying messages that everything is okay and that it's not yet their time to stay. For those who experience it, this reunion provides immense comfort and completely transforms their understanding of death, turning fear into a sense of joyful continuity. Then there's the life review. This isn't a simple highlight reel. People describe experiencing their entire lives, from birth to the present moment, in a panoramic three-dimensional review. They don't just see the events. They re-experience the emotions associated with them, both their own and the emotions of everyone they interacted with. Imagine feeling the joy you brought to someone with a simple act of kindness, or the pain you caused with a harsh word. This life review is not about judgment from an external source, but a moment of profound self-realization and learning, guided by a sense of deep empathy and understanding. Beyond these common elements, some people report entering a realm of breathtaking beauty. They describe landscapes that defy earthly description, colors they've never seen, music more beautiful than anything they've ever heard, and an overwhelming feeling of peace and belonging. In this place, time and space seem to lose their meaning. It's often called a heavenly or spiritual realm, a place where all knowledge is accessible and the universe feels interconnected. So, what does science have to say about all this? For a long time, these experiences were dismissed as hallucinations caused by a dying brain. Researchers have proposed various physiological explanations. For example, the tunnel of light could be caused by a lack of oxygen to the brain's visual cortex, creating a tunnel-like field of vision. The feeling of euphoria and peace might be linked to the release of endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, during a moment of extreme stress. And out-of-body sensations could be triggered by disruptions in the temporoparietal junction, a part of the brain responsible for our sense of self and spatial awareness. However, these explanations don't fully account for the complexity and consistency of NDEs. For instance, Why do people who are congenitally blind report seeing things for the first time during their NDE? How can people recall verifiable events that happened while their brain activity was flatlined? Dr. Sam Parnia, a leading researcher in this field, has conducted studies like the AWARE project, which placed images on high shelves in hospital rooms, visible only from a vantage point near the ceiling. The hope was that if someone had an out-of-body experience, they might see these images and report them. While the results of these studies are still being debated, they've opened the door to a more serious scientific inquiry. The key challenge is that consciousness itself is still one of the biggest mysteries in science. We don't fully understand how the physical brain creates our subjective experience of being alive. NDEs push this mystery to its limits, suggesting that consciousness might not be strictly confined to the brain. Some theories in quantum physics even propose that consciousness could be a fundamental property of the universe, existing independently of our physical bodies, regardless of the explanation, whether it's spiritual, physiological, or something else entirely. The aftereffects of a near-death experience are undeniably life-changing. People who have had an NDE often come back transformed. They typically lose their fear of death, viewing it not as an end, but as a peaceful transition. They develop a greater appreciation for life, a deeper sense of purpose, and an increased capacity for love and compassion. Their priorities shift away from material wealth and personal ambition toward relationships and helping others. This transformation is perhaps the most compelling evidence of the reality of the experience for the person who had it. It's not just a fleeting dream. It's a profound event that reshapes their entire worldview. Many describe it as being reborn, given a second chance to live a more meaningful and loving life. The stories are incredibly consistent across different cultures, religions, and age groups, even among young children who haven't been exposed to religious or cultural ideas about an afterlife. A child in America might describe a tunnel of light and meeting a loving being, similar to an elder in a remote village in India. This cross-cultural consistency suggests we might be tapping into a universal human experience. So, what can we take away from all of this? Near-death experiences challenge our conventional understanding of life, death, and consciousness. They invite us to consider the possibility that there is more to our existence than just the physical world we perceive with our five senses. They offer a message of hope, love, and interconnectedness, whether you see them as a glimpse into the afterlife, a fascinating function of the brain, or a combination of both. There's no denying their profound impact. They remind us to live our lives to the fullest, to be kind to one another, and to cherish every moment we have. The mystery of what lies beyond may never be fully solved, but the stories of those who have touched it give us a beautiful and hopeful glimpse. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey today. What are your thoughts on near-death experiences? Have you or someone you know had one? Share your stories and perspectives in the comments below. I'd love to read them. If you found this video fascinating, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. Until next time, live fully and stay curious.